Developing this morning, earlier this month, the state of Oregon relaxed requirements for becoming a substitute teacher. Like much of the country, our school districts here are facing staffing shortages as they report educators are stretched thin across the state.
In December of 2019, there were more than 8,000 active substitute teacher licenses. By December of last year, that number had dwindled to fewer than 5,000. However, that means right now, it's the perfect time to become a substitute teacher.
So joining us live to talk about that process is Kelsey Cardwell. She's the communications director for the Northwest Regional Education Service District. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
So give us a sense of just how bad is the substitute teacher shortage in our community right now?
Like restaurants, retail, other industries, we are experiencing staffing shortages right now, and that does include our substitute teaching positions. Of course, for us, the difference is that when we experience staffing shortages, that has a direct impact on children and their families. So I've heard of instances where classrooms have had to make a temporary switch to remote instruction when they couldn't identify subs to continue with in-person instruction. Oregonians do have a real opportunity to make a difference and to get paid while doing it by signing up to sub right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about pay in just a moment, but what are the qualifications for a substitute teacher in terms of education, the certifications? What do you have to do in order to become a substitute teacher?
Well, it's actually really easy to get started as a substitute, and we do have a number of positions that require licenses or do not require licenses. So those positions that do not require licenses include instructional assistants who do work with children in the classroom. We are placing substitutes for custodial positions, clerical work, and nutrition services as well. It's really easy to get started. You just fill out an online application. You can find that by checking out your local school district website to see what kind of options or availability they have. And we also place substitutes for 31 different school districts. You can find an application at nwresd.org/careers.
And one of the other requirements at this time right now is the COVID-19 vaccine as well, right? Because you would be working in schools as a state employee.
Yes, that's true. Schools are one of the safest places to work right now. Our workforce is vaccinated. We follow strict public health guidance, work closely with our local public health authorities to train our educators, keep children socially distanced, and wearing masks and following public health guidance.
Yeah, you had mentioned the pay, so let's talk about that. What's the pay like for a substitute teacher, and are there any perks to the job as well?
Yes, there are a variety of benefits to working as a substitute teacher. Of course, it's a very flexible schedule. You can choose when you work, how often you work. You can work 1 day a month. You can work 5 days a week. You can choose where you're going to accept positions and which school districts. Subs report loving the opportunity to work in different classroom settings, work with different grade levels, meet different students. So that's definitely a perk that we hear directly from subs. The pay will vary based on the school district, but for unlicensed positions, as an example, at our district, which employs more than 600 educators, the pay will start at $18 an hour. For licensed teaching substitute positions, the pay starts at just over $24 an hour.
Now, does your organization provide any additional resources or help for someone wanting to become a licensed substitute or complete some of that additional training?
All substitutes who sign up to sub with us will get an orientation, attend a series of online trainings. There may be additional training offered by a school district depending on the position. And then we are in the process of developing what that might look like or under what circumstances we can move someone without a license into a teaching placement. But it is instructional assistant substitute positions are a great way to get experience in the classroom if you're considering a teaching career or considering pursuing a teaching license and do not have one already.
Well, obviously, substitute teaching is not for everyone. So who would you suggest not become a substitute teacher who might be thinking about it based upon this interview?
That's a great question. Because there are so many different substitute positions in school districts, I think there's something for everyone. Check out the website nwresd.org/careers, and you can see what different substitute positions are available.
Okay, well, if there's anything we've learned over the last couple school years here, it is just how vital teachers, substitutes, support staff, all of those people are in keeping our schools up and running and keeping kids in the classroom. So definitely a big way to help out and find a new job as well. Thank you so much, Kelsey, for joining us. We appreciate all the info this morning.
Thank you.
And of course, we'll have a link to the resources she mentioned on the AM Extra section of KOIN.com.